dead in separate police-involved shootings in the city. They happened last night in Queens and Brooklyn. CBS 2's Christina Fan joins us live from St. Albans with the latest on these two incidents. Good morning, Christina.
Good morning, Cindy. In both of these shooting incidents, no officers were injured, but as you mentioned, both suspects were killed. Here in Queens, neighbors described it sounded like a war zone as officers and the suspect exchanged more than 100 rounds after the man made a series of disturbing phone calls. This St. Albans neighborhood rattled by gunfire Saturday evening after a man on 116th Avenue near Francis Lewis Boulevard made a series of troubling 911 calls, first threatening the governor, then elected officials and members of the police department.
He clearly stated that he was going to blow the head off of the first police officers that he saw.
Multiple officers responded to the address. Once there, they found a man who identified himself as the caller. Police say he began cursing and refused multiple commands to take his hands out of his pockets. After a verbal exchange, he allegedly pulled out a firearm and exchanged gunfire with at least 6 officers.
A good 15 to 20 seconds. My family was running towards there. I screamed to tell my family to get down. It was like a war zone out here. It was a war zone.
Just over an hour later in downtown Brooklyn, an officer fatally shot another man who opened fire after fleeing a traffic stop. Uniformed officers with the public safety unit were patrolling in an unmarked car when they saw the driver of a gold Nissan commit multiple traffic violations on Flatbush Avenue. They pulled the car over, asked the people inside to step out when a passenger took off running and an officer gave chase.
The male turns around, displays a firearm, and fires multiple shots at the officer. The officer draws his weapon, fires shots in return, and he strikes the subject in the chest.
And back here in St. Albans, the site of the first shooting, you can see the area near the suspect's home is still taped off as this investigation continues. Officers say that the suspect was well known to them because of previous domestic incidents. They were also able to recover the gun that was used in the alleged shooting. We are live from St. Albans, Queens. Christina Fan, CBS 2 News.